Stop hitting down on the golf ball. All you are doing is perpetuating the same old crummy, fat shots with no ball compression and no distance. This is one of the worst mental images ever pushed on unwitting golfers in the history of the game. Right after this, let's take a little deeper look into why this is so damaging for most golfers, and let's replace it with a better mental image instead. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I hope if you get value out of this video, you'll like and subscribe. All right, so the number one myth ever perpetuated on golfers is probably to keep your head down. And this is really bad advice. And the number two, probably most bad mental image or advice that's given on the golf range is to hit down on the ball, because hitting down makes the ball up, as if you're magically going to impart backspin, more backspin on the ball when you hit down, which is also completely ludicrous and incorrect. You do not get more backspin by hitting more down on the ball, and this hitting down on the ball is such a bad mental image. You see people going out of their way to pound downwards into the turf like that, when we know that the best golfers in the world are coming into that ball much closer to level, sweeping, only hitting downwards on that thing about 3 or 4 degrees in many cases with the irons, and they are not trying to hit downwards, I promise you. So what's wrong with this advice exactly? Well, you can see in the slow-mo of my attempt to hit down earlier in this video that my sternum and my belt buckle do not move. I am just taking my arms and then gouging down on the golf ball. And the problem with this is that you will most likely not get your low point in front of the ball. Since your sternum and your belt buckle are kind of staying static, it'd be very easy to come down and hit behind the ball by several inches. Even though I'm hitting down, boy, I'm hitting down into the grass pretty deep. I'm taking divots, hitting down so I can make the ball go up. I just can't believe how many people still say this. And then to top it all off, once golfers start to hit down too far behind it, now they're going to start pulling their arms into the ball in an effort to get the low point back reasonably close to the ball again. Instead, consider this mental image. If there was no collision with the golf ball, the fastest part of your swing, at least a good golfer's swing, will be approximately 30 inches out in front of where the ball would have been struck. Of course, the collision is going to impart energy and make the club head slow down. So we're talking about a no ball swing. Right here, where both arms get perfectly straight, will be the fastest club head speed. I want you to focus on that point in space instead of the ball. Now at this point in the swing, 30 inches past the ball, your club head is going to be moving both upwards and leftwards. Look at it from this angle. Here's impact. The club will be moving upwards and leftwards when it arrives about 2.5 feet past the ball at your fastest point of the swing. Focus on this point. Try an alignment stick, because it makes a nice loud swoosh when you snap it. It's very apparent. And I want you to pretend that you're gonna snap it around here, 30 inches past the ball, up and to the left, like this. Now, let's go back and compare the slow-mos of the downward strike I made at the beginning of the video and the motion when I swoosh upwards and to the left. You can see that my weight will automatically shift to the front foot. My hips and my chest will rotate. This is allowing me to put the swoosh out here. Otherwise, if I was just using the hit down on it method, my swoosh would be back here. much too early. I'm reaching the fastest point of my swing before I've hit the ball. So I'm going to be slowing down at the ball, and I'm not going to be controlling my low point. Even if you did hit the ball, you'd be hitting it too steeply. The ball will go low. The ball will not get any more backspin. The ball will not get any much of a distance either. So once you've done several, I would do about 10, 20 of those a day. You can then just practice swooshing your club. And then try some small swings, just like that. Just like that. So that felt like I was turning, forget about the ball, I was just letting the ball get in the way. Practicing swooshing right there. That was a very shallow strike with a ton of ball compression because my low point was about 3 inches in front with the 7-iron. And I was a very mild downward strike, almost sweeping in reality, because I'm focusing on going up and to the left with the snap of the club head. Now coming up on the screen are the stats of that last shot. You can see the angle of attack is only about downwards 3 degrees. That's so close to being a dead straight sweep of the ball. And we've got an extremely high smash factor into the 1.40s. Now, of course, this didn't used to be possible with the old irons back 30 years ago before they started putting all the cheating trampoline effect and the lower lofts into these, but you can feel that. When you make a strike with that kind of quality, this is the kind of thing that wants to bring you back for more because it goes right into your heart. That sense of center club face compression. The ball goes forever, nice and high, feels great, makes you just want to hit balls all day like Ben Hogan. So give this a try. Replace the imagery of hitting down with the imagery of hitting ahead and upwards and left. I'll bet it gets your body and your weight moving out in front of the shot. Bet it gets your low point forward for some cleaner hits. I bet you get more power, more compression, more height, more distance, everything that you want to hit your shots pure. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, I hope you'll subscribe for more content. Help me get over 100,000 people. And as usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.